Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire and this is The Veg Plot Thickens. Today is going to be a pretty monumental day. This great big bag of soil here, I am hoping, is going to mark the end of the journey of completing the infrastructure that is creating this plot ready for this growing season. Yesterday I emptied another full bag of this, which is, as I keep explaining, why we've left this big gap here to have things dropped over the fence for me. So I emptied another bag of this and I did the new beds down the side of the polytunnel. I topped up around the fruit trees to try and build up their levels slightly because they were sitting lower than the grass around them, and I'm hoping that will help with the water drainage issues that we have. All of these beds behind you have been topped up and also in the fruit cage. So all that's left to do now are the carrot boxes behind me. Now, I didn't film a lot of yesterday simply because I thought it's getting a bit monotonous me making new beds, but I'll be doing these slightly differently, so I thought it's probably worth filming these. So while I just get things sorted, I'll put in a little bit of video that I did take of what I got up to in the garden yesterday. I'll see you in a second. I'm going to start off with the herb beds. I'll put a little bit of soil in these and probably some muck in here as well. Got to take the membrane out, staple it to the side. I've got cardboard to put in the bottom. Then I'm going to move to the carrot boxes. This bag here contains some membrane that I'm going to staple inside of the carrot boxes. And then you can see the bags of sand that I have behind me here because I'm going to mix sand in with the soil. You all know how this is done. Cut the membrane. This membrane has been in here since August, September time, I think. So obviously, you know, it's not going to kill the docks that are underneath here. That's still quite green really, isn't it? So I am going to dig these couple of bits of docks out. Then I'll be stapling this back, adding the cardboard, and we can crack on with filling it. This is quite fresh muck actually, not quite as old as I'd like, so I'm not going to put a lot in, just a little sprinkling around the bottom. There you go, that's all I'm putting in. I've done exactly the same with the one this side of the polytunnel too, so all I need to do now is fill both of these up with some topsoil. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? 2 barrow loads, and I think we're good to go. I should remember that the soil underneath here is actually okay. It's just that the ground around it gets quite wet, which is why we've gone for the raised beds. And because, can't lie, I like the look of it. So it's in my home, so I'm going for aesthetics as well. It's quite lovely stuff. Absolutely love it. Right, so let's talk about these carrot boxes. They are 80 centimetres squared and they are just under 50 centimetres in depth. I'm not going to take the membrane out of the bottom of these just to reduce the risk of any pernicious weeds trying to come up and knocking the carrots off of straight. I am only really growing the short stubby carrots this year, so I don't really need anything any deeper. And then I've got this play sand here, which is extremely heavy because the bags are so wet. There was a maul to move those yesterday, but I'm going to mix a bag of play sand or half a bag of play sand into each barrow and tip it in here. Now I was going to sieve the soil, but it's actually quite nice soil really, and I've seen people with more stony soil than what this is manage to grow straight carrots. So with me trying the root trainer in half of them, that is basically the experiment, that I'll sieve the soil in the deep cell root trainers for some carrots, and then I'll plant the rest just in the bed, and I'll see how the soil comparisons are between them to know what to do moving forward, either further into the season or for next year. Seems funny already talking about next year when we're only in the beginning of this year. So that's my plan. I do like to share the failures with you. I was actually going to line this box with membrane, and I thought I bought a sheet of membrane. When I just got it out of the packet, it turns out that this is some kind of square foot planting bed with all of the things in it, and it's double thickness, so this is not suitable for what I want to do in here, but maybe I'll have another use for it somewhere else in the future. I swear to God, it's a left-handed thing to do things in the most awkward way possible. But it's working. It's working. As it gets direct sown into here, I probably will just sieve the last inch of soil on the top just to give the seeds a good start when they get sown. A little bit of sand in it. Now I'm going to sieve this into the bed. A lot of these bits, they are actually still soil, it's just it's wet. I've just been filming myself sowing sweet peas, but for some reason I was very stupid and I had the camera set on portrait mode. So I'm very sorry about that, but the next bit that I'll insert is going to be that way on the screen. Do forgive me. Do forgive me. Right, we're in the kitchen now. I have brought in this deep root cell trainer. There you go. Because I'm going to sow my sweet peas and put them on my kitchen windowsill. I have several varieties. This one is Swinging the Blues. I've got tall mixed. I have giant waved mixed. And then some of these were sent to me from Garden of Weedon. Thank you, Pammy. And I also have from Pammy Royal Mix and High Scent. So I have 5 different varieties of sweet peas. And I'm just going to shove them all in this cell trainer and see what happens. I'm going to put 4 in each cell. These ones are the Royal Mixed. I'm not soaking them first, but I have soaked the soil apart from the very last bit at the top, but I will be putting some more water on when I put them on the windowsill. Everyone loves sweet peas, don't they? If you're not sowing sweet peas, why not? Do it. wondering what else you're all sowing in the early part of January. In the next week or so, I'm going to be sowing these two varieties of aubergine, which is pinstriped and long purple. Also going to be sowing, again sent to me by Pammy Clark, is this giant Prague celeriac. Teeny seeds. So I'm going to be sowing those as well. And then towards the end of the month, I'll be sowing my chilies and peppers. So if you'd like to drop me a comment below, let me know what you're sowing in January and also how you're sowing them. Are you doing the same as me in a windowsill? Are you using heat pads, heated propagators, heated greenhouse? How are you doing your sowings? I'd be interested to know. There you go, they're having a darn good soaking to get them started. Here's an update on my onions. Top ones are the North Holland Red. These are the Tough Balls. They were my Boxing Day sowings. These are the ones that I sowed on New Year's Eve. Ailsa Craig haven't started to come up yet. Red Baron, Bedfordshire Champs, and the Sturons. I think I'm going to have plenty of onions next year. This year, isn't it? I keep saying next year. So confused. This year. How are your onions doing? Did you sow on Boxing Day? My link is in my profile on here to my Instagram. So if you want to tag me in how you're getting on with your onions, then please do. I'm going to end this video here. It's a little bit all over the place. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next video. Look after yourselves.